before basketball, congratulations to Coach Wright, Adam, his staff, and men's water polo getting 112. That's big time at UCLA, another national championship, and beating USC today. So, congratulations to them. We got a lot going on with soccer and women's volleyball and football getting a bowl bid. So it was a pretty special day on our campus with a lot of good things happening. And it was obviously the biggest highlight was getting number 112. So congratulations to water polo. As far as our guys, the start was a little different. I thought we did some good things, but we got a couple quick fouls on Isaac, which didn't put us a little bit out of rhythm. And I thought he was tremendous in the second half. That was really good for us. But the play of Bryce and Kavan continues to be really consistent, and we needed their consistent play today. I thought both of those guys did an awful lot of good things at both ends for us. When we had some moments when we were obviously struggling, and we knew this was going to be a good test because Billy and his staff do a good job, and this is a very dangerous team. So overall, very pleased that we were able to get that win in the second half. Wasn't pleased with our toughness in the first 20, and I think if you want to press our guys, they can probably tell you at halftime I questioned their toughness too. So I thought they came out and they answered that bell much better in the second half.
Was that toughness or lack thereof most noticeable on the boards? I know you guys ended up with leading the rebounding battle.
Yeah, what was it at half? I don't even think I looked at a stat sheet at halftime. My blood pressure was so high that I couldn't read the stat sheet. So I'm not sure I saw stats.
Down 5.
So we were down 5 at half, and we win by 4. So we win the second half by 9. So, and we haven't. I think this is our 8th or 9th game. Is this our 9th? So we're 7-2, right?
Yeah.
All right. So unless my blood pressure is high again, this is 6-2. But I think what we were doing I think we played 9 games now, and we haven't been out rebounded in any of the games. So that's been a strength for ours. You're starting to develop identities. It's not there yet. It's still a young team that's learning, and I talked to him about that after the game, about the things that we got to continue to learn. Not committing fouls that are in inopportune times, and to where we have to deal with foul trouble. That puts things. The best laid game plan that you think you might have, when all of a sudden 3, 4, 5 minutes in, you're dealing with substitution issues. That's hard on a team that's not real deep yet. So we talked about that, but the board play has been consistent. And other than 2 free throw blockouts in the second half, our board play in the second half was really good. But we can't. It's a pet peeve of mine. But free throw blockouts are huge. I think it cost us 5 points just off free throw blockouts.
Seemed like the same type of deal with getting attacked on the inside in the first half. Was that also toughness? Was it something else with the defense?
Yeah, and we got with Tony and Thomas. Obviously, Thomas, we got a young player, and I thought both of them were much better in the second half. The first half, I thought they had their way with us, and the second half was much better. And we've talked about it. In fact. Bill Walton was so kind, even in shoot-around, to be able to talk to the guys a little bit. And you have to do your work early, and that's not just offensively; it's defensively. And it's something that Tony and Tom have got to learn, because you can't play behind. You play behind at this level, you might be able to get away with that in high school. At this level, they're too good, and we have to make catches to the post a little bit harder. And I thought we did that a little bit better in the second half. We defended the pick and roll better in the second half. We were more active. We forced a little bit more turnovers and deflections, because we didn't force very many turnovers or deflections in the first half, and I thought second half we were much better at that.
What kind of challenge did Johnny D present, especially from beyond the arc?
Well, he's such a good shooter, and I talked to him after the game about it. That he comes in averaging 21, and I think. And he doesn't impose his will, because he's 6'5". He's about 6'1", but he cuts extremely hard, and he's got a tremendous stroke. This is an individual where he stays healthy. You're looking at a 2,000-point scorer in college, which is, that's special. And and he's doing that where he's getting everybody's best. Basically went no help off of him, and he still gets 22. But I thought Isaac did a much better job in the second half than the first half. He got in a little bit of foul trouble, but we controlled him a little bit better, I thought, in the second half. And then we did a good job on Anderson. You know, we didn't let him get going. He didn't score a point at San Diego State, and he didn't get in double figures here. We forced him into some turnover mistakes, and that led to some fast breaks. So I think Anderson and D are big keys to them, and the Perry kid had a huge game for them, and that helped them inside.
No, this is still a game away before you have the length coming in Gonzaga and Kentucky. But does it help when you have a first half with the younger big men? The first half that they did, does it help light a fire under them?
Well, I hope so. And I talked to Juana and Gigi after the game that, you know, we weren't able to really get them in the flow tonight because we were really playing a team that, for the most part, other than when Perry was in there, they're playing 4 guards. And they went small a couple times when we were in the sub pattern that we were trying to get into. So Noah got a lot more of those minutes, and I thought Noah was better. He played harder, he played tougher, tried taking a charge, you know, tried rebounding. He did some better things tonight than just worrying about shooting. But yeah, Gigi and Juan have got to be guys off our bench that continue to help us. And I didn't get them the minutes I wish I could have got them tonight. Hopefully against Riverside we can do that because then obviously coming up Saturday with the size that we're going to have to deal with and moving forward, I think we'll get into more of those opponents that'll be big up front.
All right, thanks, Coach.